And then my penis got stuck in the fountain's bottom, and I was like, oh
Hey, we're recording!
hi, what's going on?
Hey, guys! Jay, what'd you get your penis stuck in?
I don't know, a lot of things. When I was little, pillow cushions, you know.
Nice.
Or couch cushions, that's what it was.
It's like that little meme of the little sheet shaped in that, you know, that perfect little direction. He's like, don't hate me for what I'm about to do.
I just had my eyes fixated on the TV with the bionic woman, and it was good.
Dude, she is a gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I go back to the, like, I'm a huge fan of the 70s. Like, my favorite band's Rush. And
sure.
So, just, yeah. Charlie's Angels, all that sort of stuff.
I started this shit.
Sorry, guys, I gotta hit the restroom.
I think as soon as you start naming the pillow, then we'll classify you as a freak.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's when things get weird.
That's when things get weird.
I'll tell you later.
So, guys, we're Rust Belt Bastards.
Hello.
This is Jay. I'm Matt. And we have special guests, Mark and I.
And they are from...
And they are Ironwood.
That's right.
We're going to interview them. This is their latest CD.
You guys,
so,
you just had your new release?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. So, latest
Yeah,
release.
I'm the terrible asshole that left.
Oh, dude, are you serious? Grandpa.
That's it. Cut it.
Answer
Right
it.
here.
Answer it right
Man.
Cut! Quiet on the set. You're fired.
So funny.
Where's your grandpa?
I can't because this is like a dual show. Like I need, like you're half the personality of this. So, like,
yeah, it's my grandpa, but it's
Aw.
Aw.
Hi, Grandpa.
It's
Hi,
not like he's older or anything.
hey, Grandpa, you're on YouTube.
I just turned it off. You'll be alright.
Come on.
If only I could have gotten there sooner.
If he calls you back one more time, then you have to get off.
Well, I don't know. It's off now, so.
What is life support machine?
Listen, priorities.
I know.
He's alright.
So I totally forgot. What was the question?
Who are we?
Tell
What's
us
my
a little
name?
bit about your latest release here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was on April 30th. It was our very first album that we just got done, we got done recording back in what, January?
It's all a blur. I have no
All
idea.
blur.
You tell me.
So you
Just
did
one
that
big
much
one.
cocaine?
No. Probably a lot of sleeping aid after all the stress. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was good. It was a fun experience. We took like 5 or 6 months just to ham out all the details because when it's just two people doing all the instruments, you take as much time as you want with all the creativity and what you want to do with every single instrument, with every single song.
Okay.
And Eric Wojan, who was our sound engineer over at Solid Sound Studios in Ann Arbor, did a fantastic job. And when we had a release party, we had a great turnout. It was a lot of fun, and we sold a lot of CDs so far. As you can see, the one that's displayed in front of the world.
Yeah.
And tell them what kind of music and instruments. Tell
So
us.
that's. Everyone thinks we're an Irish band, but we don't really play
It's like folk.
Irish music. Yeah, I mean, I would say we're like a progressive folk band with a Celtic influence.
Yeah.
And that's like a huge sentence, but it's necessary. Because we don't play traditional Irish.
Yeah.
So a lot of festivals will be like, oh, you're an Irish band. And we just want to make sure you know we're not going to be playing like Black Velvet Band and actual Irish music.
So it's like the soundtrack to Braveheart.
Yeah.
Is that the closest thing?
I guess so, yeah.
Sure.
We just kind of
I'm not gonna lie. When I was
12
watching
songs.
one of your videos online, it was you two, I think, at your parents' place, I think, and the woods were behind you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I watched that one on your website, and I was literally like, as soon as you got like a minute or two in the song, I was like, Wallace! I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Thank you.
Like two of my favorite instruments, besides obviously playing the drums, but violin and piano are my two favorites. So I love the violin. Yeah.
We do
So
have
it's really
piano
cool.
on this sucker too, actually.
Oh,
Mark's,
cool.
Mark's
Cool.
dad did the, let me see.
It was Lovelace.
6 song
Yeah.
in Lovelace.
Ooh,
It's just it's like a little ballad, and
Yeah.
he's so talented. So
Yeah.
we got him on keys.
So music runs in both your families, or
More so in mine than not
I
so
don't know
much.
where the heck this came from.
no, it's just like out of it's like wow.
No, there's nobody else.
We try to like
Yeah.
do like a family tree thing of like any musicians in her family. We only found one that was like a distant grandmother aunt of some famous
My
person.
7th grade
To where
grandma.
like it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
It skipped like
It
10
skipped
generations.
like 7 generations, and yeah.
And you just got it all.
yeah, just
But what's
It's
cool
like the
is
Highlander.
like,
There
so,
can only be one.
So
Yeah,
yeah, right? But what's cool is then you're like the beginning.
I guess.
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
She's the
Man, our
abomination.
kids will probably be like, I don't know,
Tax
accountants or
Tax
something.
Taxidermy.
Like, hate music and
Yeah,
I
super
don't know.
dry wit,
Yeah.
just like
two
nothing.
musical people will make like some kind of dry
Yeah.
toast of a child.
Just cancel each other out and be like, okay, well, you have fun with numbers. Yeah, just leave them at
That's
that.
funny.
I can't relate to you.
Yeah,
You know.
but yeah, my dad, he played piano on that track. Was a huge influence in my life. He played a lot of Billy Joel, Elton John kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And all my brothers played instruments, so I grew up in a rock and roll household. That
Nice.
shirt would really make the rounds in my house. Like,
Oh, yeah?
we grew up in
Yeah.
a
Like, you
house.
and your dad, like,
Oh yeah, he,
Nice.
Megadeth and Lamb of God tour. Sorry, I just got to do the shout out. I had to get it out, else I would have busted.
by any chance, are you a Dream Theater fan?
You know what? I haven't gotten into as much Dream Theater as I like, only
Okay.
because I just haven't had time. But I have heard of them being influenced mostly by Rush, and that's why I know you
Yeah.
mentioned them. So it's like, yeah, I am aware of them, and I just haven't had a chance to listen to them as much as
Gotcha.
I'd like to.
It's a weird genre of music when you get into progressive rock, but that's kind of what
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
fell into in high school. I
Yeah.
was the weird kid in the corner of every classroom with long hair, just going like, odd time signatures, this is cool. No one wants to date me. Okay, that's fine.
You described my whole life. Your favorite band's Rush. Get out.
Get out. You know, like Britney Spears.
I know, right? 4/4 signature.
Oh, come on.
It's like, I know, right?
Oh
Exactly.
gosh, that's our nemesis.
Yeah. So I like Tool is one of my favorite bands,
Oh,
right?
Gosh, yeah.
They're the
we love
modern,
Tool.
yeah, they're the modern day, like, just, they can almost do anything,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
And they take a lot of, God, what's the one band that they said they took a lot from that was very inspirational to them? Because they would be spontaneous almost on stage.
Mhm.
And I'm having trouble remembering who that was.
have you guys seen them live?
Not live, no,
No,
I would
I haven't
love to.
seen
though.
anybody.
I did see A Perfect Circle, which was
Yeah,
Maynard.
which is Maynard after.
I
Yeah.
saw those guys
They were
twice.
good.
They
Oh,
put on
it
a
was
great
really good.
show.
Probably one of my favorite shows because Maynard has such a chill demeanor between songs, but when he gets up to that mic, he's just
Oh,
super
Yeah,
intense.
yeah, he's so
Yeah.
professional in his performance,
Oh, yeah.
Maynard, as well as almost doing like a character type
Yes.
performance.
he was
He does it a
wearing-
lot with Tool, I think.
Oh yeah, well in the Perfect Circle show I saw him, they actually opened up for Muse at
Okay,
Lollapalooza, which
yeah.
was another
Okay.
great show. But when they got up to the mic, everyone was wearing costumes and gimmicks and whatnot, and he was wearing like a stripper's police uniform.
Yes.
And he was getting into it. They did a cover, like a metal rendition of "Imagine" by John Lennon.
Okay.
And they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
getting super into it. I'm thinking like at any second he's just gonna rip that uniform off and just start going.
That's on the next album.
That's on the next
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
Yeah. But man, he was a huge influence too in my life, and a lot of metalheads I knew growing up, they were like, "Did you like that one song Lateralist where it was like super intense and like super complicated?"
Yeah, yeah.
Just like, oh my gosh, you know,
Yeah.
love that band.
So did you so how'd you get into this music then? Like I mean
That sounds like a good story.
like I mean
I have no
like
idea.
you can like did one of you favor more like this style of music more than okay.
Yeah.
All acoustic instruments.
Yeah.
Started with violin. I guess someone told me, hey, you know you can play mandolin if you play violin. It's the same fingering. You just play it with a pick.
Mhm.
All right, sure, I'll try it out. And what the heck is your story? Like, why do you do this?
Well, I mean,
Feels like you should be in a metal
You should
band.
have to talk before you guys got married.
Honestly.
You
Well,
guys,
that's
you
why
can
we're
start
called
painting your
Ironwood.
faces up like Kiss and
Oh.
just start
Oh
doing
my
like.
gosh.
That would be hilarious.
Is dead,
Or
right?
like
Let's be
Wallace
Guar.
the Blue, right?
Progressive.
Guar.
Let's be
Oh my
Guar.
god.
that's bizarre. Yeah.
Those are
honestly.
some of my famous like shows going.
Remember
Oh, yeah.
Let's
remember
squirt
that
blood on people.
Yeah.
remember Guar?
Ironwood.
Remember the concert Peabody went to with Guar where they had like huge legs and the stage
Yeah.
was like Monica Lewinsky's vagina.
I was there.
And
I
then Bill
went to that
Clinton's,
one.
Bill
Yeah.
Clinton's baby comes out.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my
I
god,
went
this
to
is
that.
awesome.
They had
What
like,
was
like-
this?
oh this
This
is
was in the 90s, man.
no early 2000s.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay.
was it or was it 9? No, it was early 2000s.
Yeah, it was early 2000s.
Because I went there, and it was when Clinton was president, and they had, like when the scandal came out with Monica, and they had like Bill, a big foam character of Bill Clinton, like come out on stage, and the thing had to been like at least 10 feet tall.
Oh my gosh.
And then like they had Monica come out smaller, like to match like where his penis was, and it was like going in. And then like Hillary came, the big 10-foot like Hillary came out, and then like they like were chainsawing the foam parts off, and then blood was squirting everywhere.
That is awesome.
It was so awesome. It was
It's like
fantastic.
Gallagher
Oh my
with metal
gosh.
music.
It was so great.
We are so boring.
I think
We are
everyone's boring when you
Compared to that,
you
we are
are.
so
like,
boring.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, what are the two things that a Michigan show has to have? Like, fake blood and, like, Fago Pop, like, for ICP.
and then selling baby strollers outside of Harpo's. That's what was there. It was. You'd go there and it was like some guy.
Ones that require
the
a
guy
recall.
had it
Yeah.
like stolen all these strollers. You could like, he's
Yeah.
like, oh man, this was like, it was a nice one. $5.
Oh
You could
my
decide.
Or 29
What
or 2
truck?
for 50.
What truck did you
Talking
get?
about Allen's?
$10.
And we do it too well.
I know. Oh my gosh. Well, I used to have a boss. This is a random story, but I had a boss. His name was Mr. Allen. So every time we saw him, like, what's going on, shoes?
Oh
And
man.
he didn't,
Catch yourself?
he didn't understand the reference whatsoever.
Oh
So
my
Yeah.
god.
until I finally showed him the commercial, he goes like, "Oh my gosh, that's what they think of me." I'm like, "Yeah."
I'd take
One
that.
of my
I'd take
bosses
Yes.
before looked like a Wookiee. And this is when I first started out teaching preschool. And so you're a teacher so you can mold children, right?
Sure.
And so like I molded them into like learning how to make sounds of a Wookiee. And then like we would walk down the hall and I'm like I go like that, and the kids would be like like
The
that.
like mini version.
Oh yeah, mini Wookiees, and we like whenever we would walk past her
Those
office.
are all Ewoks.
Yeah.
Oh, TV.
And then like finally like what is it, like a month later? Like
You end up in
where it
HR.
got- she's like, no, she's like, can we talk for a minute in the office? She's like, you know, she's like, you're a great teacher. She's like, did I do something? I'm like, well, what do you mean by that? I was like, she's like, well, you know, I heard like, you know, you're great with the kids. You always have them do stuff, which is great, and interacting with them. And she's like, but someone told me like those noises, like you guys are making fun of me, like because of Star Wars. And I was like, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, we make tons of noises.
We do
I was
that
like, I
everywhere.
can promise you that never.
Aw.
Sorry.
Yeah, the secret comes out.
Lied. It was.
Oh
You just lost one of your subscribers.
Yeah.
Kind of not me.
We're not going for their demographic anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you can reach outside of Earth. So.
Oh god. Oh
My
man.
cheeks already hurting.
That wasn't even directed towards me, and I felt the burn. Oh my
That's
god.
terrible.
Past the sunscreen for that one, dude.
SPF 100. That is rough.
Good times.
Oh, that's harsh.
No holds barred, man. It's like
No
a
holds
celebrity
barred.
death match in this thing.
No, that's a classic show. Oh my god.
So,
Oh yeah.
how old were you when you started playing, both of you?
Good question. Well, so my parents actually made it a rule in our house to play at least one instrument throughout middle school and high school.
Okay.
Whatever it was, if you liked it or not, just do something musical.
Yeah.
So I think I was 12 when I started playing trumpet, and then I hated it. So then I saw a bass guitar in the basement, and my dad said, "Here, I'll teach you one scale.
Okay.
And you're all on your own."
Nice.
And joined the jazz band from there, and all throughout high school.
But you got obsessed, like you.
Oh, yeah, I got
You were in the
really obsessed.
basement, and then your dad was like, "Mark, it's dinner time," you know, and you're like, "Dad, a second," you know. And he learned every single thing he could within
Strumming
like a
the bass.
day, and he was obsessed.
Pretty much.
Stop at the bass. Stop at the bass.
Strumming the bass.
Why do you sound like a leprechaun?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was, but no, I locked myself on the bass. I mean, when you start playing, especially when you start playing bass guitar, you have no friends.
Yeah.
You know, you really go for whatever thing, you know, makes you most interested in just anything. And I think when it came to that, I was just hooked. But this was before YouTube.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I found an old like how to play bass like tutorial video
Nice.
on VHS, which like the
Aw.
tape was all warped and
Awesome.
would like speed down the slope at random. So I'm trying to learn what this guy was playing. He's like, just play like this. And I think,
Nice.
don't speak
That
that.
explains
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
stuff.
I almost spit.
That's too good of a beer
That's
to
what she
waste.
said. Office.
Yes.
Good reference. But yeah, I mean, I was hooked at a very young age, and
Nice.
I mainly self-taught. I tried taking a couple teachers. All of them were miserable fails. And I think, yeah, since about 12 or 13. And now I'm 32, so
Okay.
about 20 years, give or take.
Sweet.
And
Nice.
Anna,
What about you?
I don't know how long now.
So I really need to figure this out. I started piano when I was maybe 6.
Okay.
And I'm a terrible student. I don't like to practice, and I don't like to play. Again, like you said, if you're not interested in the music or the instrument, like, you're not interested.
Right.
And you just
Right.
won't learn
Yeah.
it. You have to be
You're-
obsessed
yeah,
with it in
yeah.
order to even get anywhere.
Yeah.
Even guitar, like, people are so gung-ho, I want to learn the guitar, I
Mm-hmm.
want to, and then they're like, so this hurts really bad. It's not that it's just like
Yeah,
hard to get the chord structures. Man, this hurts, and then you give up at 13 and go and play
Mhm.
softball.
Mira plays guitar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she does.
it hurts. Got some good calluses.
She's pretty good.
That,
Okay, good.
that reminds me of when I started, because when I graduated college, the first thing I did was get a credit card to go out buy a drum set. And so I can relate to exactly what you said. I didn't have a social life for like 3 years because
Yeah.
my mother had died like about a year before that, and so the way my family doesn't talk about feelings, like nothing. We're not musically inclined at all. So my way out of that horror of emotions was playing the drums.
Yeah.
And all I did was for 3 to 4 years just play the drums till like 10 o'clock at night. I'd have calluses on my fingers, like it was crazy.
No.
And I took up lessons too, and I was just like you said.
Yeah,
I
you
was
did. You were
possessed.
taking like
Yeah.
lessons off of
Possessed.
like
Yeah.
blues too, like different kinds of.
Yeah, yeah. I took lessons at JC Drum Shop, and I
South Bend.
think they're no,
South Bend?
no.
Oh.
That's where I started, and then that guy was just too far away for me to drive and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just leaving it at that. I understand the possession of being so inspired and wanting to play and
Yeah.
learn
Yeah.
and just be fluent in what you want to know how to play. You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny. I tried to play the trumpet when I
Really?
was younger. Yeah, didn't like it.
I didn't either.
Didn't like it. And then it was I tried bass guitar for a had little bit, but this is
Okay.
like in elementary school
Mm-hmm.
in like 5th, 6th grade,
Okay.
and I had to walk home from school. It was like almost a mile, and
Yeah.
I had to carry the amp and the guitar with like in your 6th grade along with my backpack. I would like. I like playing it, but then I'm like, this fucking sucks. I'm like, I gotta like this. I
I need a lighter
like
instrument. Why can't I
a
take up the
I
flute?
was like a 6-year-old carrying like a 70-pound
Oh
amp,
my god.
like, and then my bass guitar back. It's no
You look like
it's no wonder why I'm not like.
so ripped.
I don't
you
know
look
why.
like the only guitarist that's a bodybuilder. You're like,
I'm
That's
like,
good.
I'm surprised I'm not hunched over like Quasimodo, but I'm just like, ah.
Yes, yes.
But it is. I remember like finally they started letting me leave it.
so
in the
you
closet
started
at
playing the
school,
orchard
and I
bells
just-
then, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I went the triangle.
Yeah.
You're like the one dick who doesn't play the note right. You're like, boom.
Yeah.
You're like
My
the
bad.
gong player.
And 2
Oh,
and
man.
3 and no, you're still off. Come on.
Oh my god.
So that was. You want to know my experience, like having to do that. I was like, that turned me off from like learning to play because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't like this so
Just
much.
simple things like that that can really get in the way. Like sometimes I won't practice.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just won't practice if my case is closed.
Yeah.
Like even just like, oh, I gotta unzip it. I gotta put rosin on the bow. I gotta figure out all this stuff. So sometimes I just leave it out because if it's out, then I'll pick it up and go,
Fair.
oh, it's there. I'll go
It reminds
interact
me of
with it.
that Twilight Zone one where the guy plays the guitar and every time he plays it again, he plays it better, and the guitar ends up becoming possessive of him. So anytime something else takes away his attention from playing the guitar, the guitar ends up killing people that he's close to like get him to go back to the guitar.
Was this like the
Wow.
old Twilight Zone?
I can't remember. It
It
was a
has to
newer
be.
one. It was a newer one, I think. I
Really?
can't remember. It wasn't the Jordan Peele stuff.
Ooh.
Um,
At first I was like, Oh, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
That's not Twilight Zone.
I know,
Twilight
right?
Zone is bad.
Well,
you know?
it took a dark turn,
Okay,
right? Because
there's
he
a
would
dark
play
turn.
till his fingers were literally bleeding on the show.
Nice.
I can't remember what show it was. I think it
Metaphor
was
for addiction and
Yeah,
obsession,
exactly.
like ruining your
better
life.
addiction than what's going on today. Good lord.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, but I mean that's kind of an interesting plot twist. I don't know if I can imagine him coming out going like, imagine if you will, you know.
Oh yeah,
And
It's hard to
voice.
kill
Do they
the
still
cause.
do they still have the
It's really
voice? They have
I
somebody
don't
else
know.
talking?
I don't know. It was so long.
See,
since I
like the
saw it.
Twilight Zone without that voice isn't the Twilight
I
Zone.
know.
I know.
No, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I would, if I saw that, I would have used that as an excuse for like, Mom, I shouldn't practice.
It's like-
you know, in that episode
yeah.
of Twilight Zone, it's just gonna make my fingers
Yeah.
bleed.
You're
You're gonna die, Mom. I can't
like,
practice.
why do you want me to learn to play music to die?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
You should have done it in the Ralph voice.
Why do you want me to play music to die?
That's better. Much better.
There it is. Bravo.
Oh, man. I gotta say, one of my favorite sketches that they did was the one they put in the movie. It was a recreation of that William Shatner. There's something on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that with John Lithgow.
John
in the
Lithgow,
movie.
that
was a
was good.
really good rendition. Like
It was.
creepy as
Yeah.
all get out, and like completely twisted. Like if they did that like up to date, like with
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
modern effects and stuff,
That
that
skit
would.
was the best William Shatner acting I've ever seen. All of
Something.
Star Trek. Was like, what I would give for these rocks for a phaser
Yeah,
right now. It's like,
Captain, is there something wrong with your brain? Why are you talking?
I know, right?
It's like,
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, twitches his head like a bird.
even the guy that's a robot acts better than you.
Fighting off amnesia.
I feel bad like we're saying this right too because Captain Kirk is literally on the wall.
I know.
I know, I have his autograph. You know what that was?
Oh
that
my
was
gosh,
a
oh my
donation. That was a charity thing at Buffalo Wild Wings, and you put in your donation, and so the highest bidder.
Was that a bachelor
Like-
party?
Yeah, that was your bachelor party
Was that
day.
my
Yeah, that was your
bachelor
bachelor
party?
party. We walked in, and that was sitting in the corner. And I was like, dude, I gotta put a
Right.
bid in for this.
Oh
I
yeah.
outbid
'cause
somebody by
like-
like 300
I was gonna say I thought you met Captain Kirk at your bachelor.
Oh no,
party.
that you're like,
That would've
man,
been awesome.
that would hook us
Yeah.
up.
Captain
like,
Kirk is gonna strip for
Yeah.
best bachelor party ever.
Captain, check out this one.
No, like, I didn't want to see this.
Oh my god.
Spock came by like, no, you're sitting down.
Oh man,
He's gonna give you a lap
Vulcan
dance.
got paid. He's like, who needs Rooflin?
Oh
No.
No,
No.
no!
too far.
I think.
Oh,
Too real. Too real.
oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
But when Cosby
Oh,
would have had a Vulcan death pit.
Oh, good lord.
Fantastic.
I got some chocolate buddy.
That's an awesome pudding. Oh.
Yeah, I almost didn't want to believe it. I was like, that's not real on the wall there.
No, that's real.
Oh, that's real.
Yes.
real.
It's even like still in the bubble.
Oh, yeah,
or,
you still
like
got the saran wrap.
Yeah,
wrap. Like
yeah,
you
I just-
really are
He's
taking
like, this
no
is-
chances.
I know, right? Oh yeah. I also have
Edgy.
Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Neil Peart's autograph in the other room. It's a limited
damn.
edition of all three of them, black and white from the '70s pictures.
Unbelievable.
That was also for charity too. So
That's really cool.
yeah, I thought it was really neat.
Did
Big
you
fans.
Did you ever get to see them live or?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen Rush like
He
5, 6
took
times.
me to go see Rush.
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, man. Like,
So I'm not a
I've always,
fan.
like, we've known each other forever, and so, like, we were gonna just kind of play it, but I was like, once we saw it, I'm like, they're badass.
Yeah, they
Like,
rock,
They
man.
are.
They really
I've
rock.
never seen anybody play the drums.
That's like my
Yeah,
other
yeah,
buddy,
exactly.
right? That's like my other buddy. Like he was like, you know what? I'll go see him. And I even bought the ticket for him. I
Yeah.
was like, let's go, dude, because
Right.
that was their literally last show.
Yeah.
And he goes, dude, they blew my socks off. Literally, he's like, I'm not wearing socks. Like they're gone. They're gone.
Some guy robbed me. I don't know. It's just weird.
Geddy Lee stole my fucking socks. You know? He uses them as nose warmers. You know, it's like hilarious. But I'll hate you.
Sorry, Mr. Lee.
We love you, bro. But yeah, I also met him at a book signing for his big beautiful book of bass because he
Oh,
wrote a
yeah.
book about the bass, right? I'll show you after this, but
Right.
it's really really sweet. And he also signed that, and I met him in Chicago because that was where I was at the time for the signing. And I walked up and I was just like, he's really chill, like really nice. and he literally was like, I was like, so are you liking your business trip to Chicago? I was like why the fuck would I say that? The most uninspiring, like, so how do you like the pillows at the Holiday Inn? Like, what the fuck kind of question
That
is
probably
that?
would have been a
And he
better
goes, I know, right? I know, right? Because
He's
your
like,
face is gonna be in it.
He's like, it's not
You know,
bad to
it's
riddle
like-
with semen and lights.
I know, right?
Extended
Don't
Well,
bring a black
exactly.
light to a freaking hotel room.
Tell me your story.
But he was like, oh yeah, he's like, always love Chicago, and it was like, okay, and fist bumped him, and on to the next guy.
So did you think
So-
that like afterwards you're like, oh man, I could have asked him anything?
Yeah, but you know what? So many people ask him the same stuff because a lot of people in line were like, you know, because as they were walking out, they were like, yeah, we really miss you, right?
Mhm.
Because that was right after they kind of retired.
Mhm.
I think it was right after Neil Peart. It was before he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were already disbanded, and it was just like they weren't going to tour anymore. You
Yeah.
kind of just knew.
Right.
And so he was like, yeah, and he goes, it's nice to be missed. But he's just the most down to earth, nice, polite guy, like Canadian,
I
right?
like hearing
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah. I like hearing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you did better than Mark meeting his Dream Theater.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
At least you got out like an articulate sentence, you know, like words.
So yeah, like, well, my brother.
Words.
I know,
Yeah.
but he'll get
You just
sick.
meet
with
someone and you're like,
certain
Oh,
things.
no.
I know.
Yeah.
He's like, are you lost for words are coming? Which one?
Either a driving.
Both?
You're my biggest fan.
Isn't that kind of what happened? I'm sorry, but like, that's what I remember.
So I got into progressive metal in part because actually in big part because of my brother who also played drums up until he sold his drum set. I was very disappointed in him when he did that.
I'm very disappointed in you
Very
for doing
disappointed in you, Andrew. But no, he was really big into Rush and Dream Theater, Metallica, all those guys. He would just hammer away on drums, and he was a physical kind of guy. And he really got into double bass and all that stuff, and there's an emotional release to it as well.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
sweating
absolutely.
your head off, and you release some things after a while. And he really got into Dream Theater because they're super technical, and I was like, they seem kind of weird. I'll listen to them and see what happens.
That's for sure.
And then I heard one of their bass solos. It was Metropolis Part 1. It's like a 15-minute song, and it goes on forever. Crazy time signatures, all this technical jargon that most non-musicians will never understand. It's just very goofy. But then this bass solo was like finger tapping like he was a guitarist. And I was like, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
And for like years and years, listening to every single album, trying to figure out as many of their songs as possible. And then I was told, hey, they're coming to town, and I got some extra cash. You want to get some backstage passes at the Fillmore in Detroit?
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do that. And I was...
Fillmore's a good place to see.
Oh,
shows.
yeah.
Oh, so good.
Great.
It
Oh,
was
yeah, yeah.
such good...
They have really good acoustics.
They do,
Yeah.
yeah. For most venues, you get disappointed, like, and I'm not going to name names, DTE, but, especially when it's metal, it just hits you in the chest, which is cool, but you
Yeah.
can't quite distinct the notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if there's double bass, it's like a gorilla is tapping on your chest.
Yeah, yeah.
But when it came to that show, it was one of the best. And when we got the tickets, I told them, like, hey, let's try to think of the questions ahead of time what we want to ask them.
Yeah.
Depending on how they do it. And they were very, like, streamlined, where it's like you start at the bottom of the staircase, you work your way around, and they give you, like, maybe 5 seconds per person tops.
Okay.
So you really have to know what to say.
There's a huge line.
Yeah, it was a lot of diehard fans there wearing all their merch, and I just had this crummy work shirt that I just had like worn that entire day, sweating my ass off. I was just like, whatever.
I think this guy creamed his pants and he smells.
Yeah, no,
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here, pretty much.
We got a stage 5 clinger.
yeah.
His pants are sticking to the chair.
He was locking eyes with me from a distance. Yeah. He's going for the bases. Get him out! Security just tackles me. But yeah, it was such a surreal experience when I finally get up to the top of the staircase, and my brother Andrew, who I thought was going to be more like sure shot, like talker out of the two of us, had nothing to say other than to had no like finite speech skills.
How did they react to that? Are they like,
Oh,
thanks?
It's so nice that you bring them out and like,
yeah, exactly.
It's
And
like, oh, you let him out of the cage.
You brought your special little brother.
yeah, I'm like hold my hands like it's okay.
Come on,
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Let's make
gosh.
a wish.
Oh man. Sorry Sorry, Andrew.
Sorry, yeah. But we got like halfway through the lineup, we're having them sign our CDs, and the keyboardist, Jordan Rudas, looks at us and was like, how's it going, fellas? And then I just went, yeah, I'm happy. And then Andrew just looks at me and goes, yeah, I'm happy. Pretty much. But thankfully, the worst had to happen at the end of the line. I met my favorite bassist of all time, John Mayung, who is the most quiet and chill dude ever.
Very chill.
But the most vicious bass player who has like banana fingers and just goes
It's
crazy.
like Les Claypool.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to that degree, this guy is phenomenally talented. He's at the end of the line, and I hold up the line for 5 more seconds.
Yeah.
I go, listen, you know, I'm a big fan. You mean the world to me, and that's all I was thinking I was going to say. And I thought I said that. Apparently, Andrew told me later on, dude, you sound like a mumbling moron. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, I sound like a mumbling moron. He's like, I wish I had a camera because you're going like, you're the greatest in the thing with the bass is great, awesome. And that's all that happened. He signed my CD and said, cool man, thanks. Next. And then I walked away, just going like.
It sounded like Ozzy Osbourne. That was shattered. That was good.
Dude, you can't understand that guy when he talks. When he sings, I can hear
Oh,
every
you
word.
yeah.
It's
Oh my
crazy, right?
Yeah.
So much you shout
Have you met like anybody like oh man, like
I haven't been like anywhere. I haven't seen a lot of shows. I
Yeah.
go to small, intimate places like the Arc in Ann Arbor.
Okay.
So what we've seen,
We've seen, as far as concerts
like
live,
I love Sarah Jarosz.
Yeah.
She's killer on mandolin.
who is it?
Sarah Jarosz.
Okay.
She's
Yeah.
like major on mandolin
Okay.
and sings really, really cool. So she's great. And like I've seen some of her shows. My mom got me a t-shirt signed by her that like ended up fading within like the first wash. I'm like, no, my Sarah Jarosz shirt. So I was so jealous that she got to go up to
Yeah.
Sarah and get it signed. But I'd feel so uncomfortable. I'd be like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a musician. I just don't like it when
People come up and
you know, we're a nobody. And
wait a minute,
some
like
people
you guys.
feel like
So what?
treat us like that, you know.
We
like
met
kids
you
and
guys.
stuff.
You guys
Like,
were
we're
awesome,
nobody.
fantastic. Like
Aw.
talking with us. So
Thanks.
like
Why don't you tell the story
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
it
yeah.
was?
So
Yeah.
how they came about to be on our
Okay.
podcast
Yeah.
was my wife and I, we went out for St. Patty's
Stop.
Day.
You rubbed a lamp and they popped
I was
out like
like-
genies.
it was bagpipes. Get her.
We popped out. One,
Get
two,
it,
three,
boy.
four. Hurdy-gurdy,
We're on
hurdy-gurdy.
So
There's still an alarm clock.
Exactly.
And then when it ended, it was like the Scooby-Doo. Scene.
Yes, see, I get that reference. Unfortunately, she would not.
Oh, you know.
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World?
Wayne's World? Barely.
Party time, excellent.
From
Jake.
my mother, yes, I do.
Swing.
yes, tempo. Yeah, so I saw Mark and I was like,
Well, yeah.
Man, best
So-
part is when Garth is at the bar and he's like, every girl's walking by, he's like, swing, swing, swing. And then like there's a whole bandwagon of them goes, swing, 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 swing. Oh, God.
shit.
Alright, sorry, man, go ahead.
No, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good times. My wife and I, we went out for St. Patty's Day in Wyandotte, and I can't remember what restaurant. The
Wind-Up Beer Company.
Wyandotte Beer Company.
Yeah.
So we saw you guys. It's like, oh, they're really fucking good, and we were just roaming around, and they had like other bands playing somewhere, but we stayed around and we were listening, got some beers, and you had intermission, and I was like, oh, man, we just started talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on? I'm Jason and Mira, and like we're just talking, and
Yeah.
and like it just, I was like, hey, we're doing this,
Yeah.
and if you ever want to be on a podcast, and you know, you can promote yourselves and like help us, and but
You
like it
immediately
was,
sent me the video.
I did, I said it. So
You like recorded you
so
guys.
Mira set up the camera and was
Yeah.
recording you guys, and I was like, holy crap, Green, you got to check these people,
Yeah,
like
put
this
you guys
two people
online.
out. Yeah,
Awesome.
Thanks.
yeah. So yeah, that's it, and this is how it
Yeah,
came to
that's so-
fruition.
I think you were both standing the entire time, too, weren't you?
Oh yeah, we were jamming.
We got beers thrown on us for doing that at Remember a concert of the Foo Fighters?
Oh,
my
what?
god.
For
Dude,
what?
At
For
Foo
standing?
They ended up
Yeah.
singing. Like I was
We
like,
saw Foo
have you
Fighters.
heard Rise Against? The band Rise
Yeah.
Against?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
So they opened up and like Rise Against, I love them. And I was like, I had no idea. I was like, holy shit, Rise Against is playing. So I'm like, like,
and both of him and I were both standing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And we're both
Okay.
over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And so one guy takes his entire full beer that he pays $20 to get at the freaking was it Joe Lewis or where was it?
Yeah,
it was at Joe Lewis, I think. Yeah.
Was that no, Palace. The
Palace. Oh, that was
Okay.
at Palace. Okay.
Before they
So he
moved up.
literally takes it and just tosses it.
All over me.
It hits him and then splashes on me.
Yeah.
I get up and I turn around and I'm like, who the fuck threw that? And then Jay is already up there in his fucking face because he got soaked. And he comes up and he's like, hey, you want to fucking throw that beer at me again? And he's like, the guy doesn't even stand up.
Yeah.
Jay goes, you little bitch, and slaps him. The two people between him and the guy got up and left. And so Jay's like, there's nobody between you now, little bitch. You want to go?
And then like,
yeah.
this
Oh
is
my
before I was
God.
with Mira. And his
Oh, yeah.
his girlfriend was with him. I was like, if you want to come by 2 real men, I was like, we'll be down here.
Nice.
Nuts.
Nice.
But anywho, that don't hurt. I
yeah.
don't blow like that was. But anyway.
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
look, in an instant
Yeah.
when stuff like that happens, people
Yeah,
just,
it just-
everyone has their limit. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And like,
I don't know if I would jump across these
No.
to punch a dude, but we're
no,
slapping.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Distinctions.
Slap.
I think
Slap
I
you, just like,
yeah.
shh.
They just
He didn't even do anything either. He just took the slap. It's like, you got Chris Rock.
Wait, is it Chris Rock or Will Smith?
I will Smith them. I will Smith them.
Yeah, you will Smith. You will Smith them.
Smith them.
So,
It sounds like you have
The good old.
a Mike Tyson lisp. I Smithed them.
But yeah, that's how.
like defensive impenetrable.
Impeccable.
Oh my gosh.
That's how we met though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
I'm glad
we
you're there.
kept in contact, and it's just Mira and I. We enjoyed you guys so much. We really did.
Yeah.
And in fairness, it had that happened, that event that you experienced happened there, and someone threw one of their beers, which by the way,
I'm like, I'm not talking to him at all.
I was gonna say the Wind Up Beer Company has great beer, and
Yeah.
You
that'd
would
be
never
terrible.
You would
throw
never-
one of those beers.
Yeah, I
They're
had,
like precious.
I had a
you know?
seltzer
I know, right?
we won there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I was quite a few drinks in. I'm like, I need to like taper off a little bit. Then I ordered. So it's like a hard seltzer, and it had more alcohol content than any of the beer on the thing.
White
You
Claws.
gotta be careful. You gotta like really read that
It's
sign.
Yeah.
yeah, and sometimes they
Sneak it in.
they write the like alcohol percentage in like cursive, so you really don't know what's in
You're
there.
like,
sometimes.
it's either
Yeah,
a
right?
4 or an 11.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that.
Oh my
And with
god.
how many beers I've had,
It's
we'll
like
say
you,
2.
Jay. Jay's either so if he chooses to drink, he's like it's either 1 beer or 50. Like that's
It's
it.
true.
That's it.
Either
It's
one is
true.
done or we're committing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like-
He's like, I'm
like-
going all in. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's true. It's good times.
yeah.
It's good times though.
Well,
I'm
St.
like a
Patrick's
happy
Day
person.
weekend, that's like the
Yeah.
time to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's how we met, and I was glad that we met, and glad that you guys came on here.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
Awesome.
This is exciting,
Yes.
and I think this is our first this is my first podcast ever.
Yeah.
I've always listened to a bunch, and I'm just like, it'd be cool to try this kind of a cool format.
Yeah.
So what events do you guys have coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you guys tell what
Festivals. So we've got
Yes,
dates.
I got my phone on here.
That's one thing we sync in.
Which,
So.
by the way, for those who are interested, we have a website, ironwoodband.com.
That's true.
And
Yes.
There you go.
You can
We
find
are on
all
the
of our
internet.
shows on there, and some clips, and our CD as well, which you can get for digital download if you so
There you go.
desire.
Yes.
Sell that shit.
Ironwood.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got 12 songs on this album, and they're all original.
At least it's not like a rush hour.
Kinda went for it.
4 and they're all 20, 30 minutes long.
Oh, I like that though.
We do
I
like
I
it
joke.
when-
I
when
make
it's
fun of the band I
Yeah.
love, you know?
We
So,
Dream Theater's the same with their 20-minute songs.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it goes on forever.
I know, right?
You put it on while you're working out, because typically when I'm working out, it's like, oh, there goes
When
3.5
does the song
minutes.
end? It goes on.
And then your workout's still not
You're
over.
like, oh
but
my
if
God, how
you
long is
commit
this
to a Dream
workout?
Theater one, and you're like, oh, I just have one song to do, and then my half-hour workout is done.
Exactly. Or here comes the guitar solo. You know, the treadmill going crazy. Yeah.
Okay, what do we got?
Yeah, we got a bunch of shows coming up starting next month, really throughout the rest of the year, and the fact that we had time this month to
Yeah,
do this,
that was awesome,
it
you
was
guys.
a huge,
Thank you.
Came
miracle.
on
Thank
into this
you.
too.
But yeah, our next show coming up is one of our favorite festivals. It was actually the first festival we played together as a band,
Mhm.
outside of streaming with COVID and all that stuff. It was the first in-person venue. It's called Motor City Irish Fest in Livonia. It's
Very
near,
cool.
it's 8 Mile, right near Newburgh Road. There's that historical park. They set up a bunch of tents. They have great food. Other great bands
Honey,
there as
we're
well.
going.
They have the Druids
Let's
this
do it.
year, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Fitzgeralds, and
Yeah.
Fitzgeralds dance.
When is
And
this?
it's hot.
This
It's so
is
exciting.
June 10th, and we play, or June 10th through the 12th.
Nice.
That's when the festival is, and we play
just that
at
Friday.
8 o'clock, which is going to
Awesome.
be loads of fun. And then the following day, we're going to be at a new festival called the Lake Lucy Barge Bash
Mhm.
in New Hudson. We're
Playing
at-
on a lake.
playing on a lake on like a
Mhm.
floating device, like in the Simpsons movie or Green Day.
Sounds like a Viking funeral. That's
Right.
awesome.
I mean, I
Only without the
yeah,
fire.
exactly. Without the
And
fire.
all the music.
Like sans fire.
Okay, it's nothing
like a
and it's
Viking
great,
funeral.
yeah.
I will say, I saw the sound guy for that festival. His name's Andrew Rice. He's a fantastic
Andrew.
guy.
Yeah.
We love this guy. He's really good with sound. And I saw him doing like sound check, 1, 2 on a barge that's like, a football field
It's
away
in the middle
offshore.
of a lake.
In
I'm
the
like,
middle of the lake.
How's that? How do we get
Yeah.
there? So
How's
it's
electricity
pretty
running?
interesting.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got food trucks. It's someone's private property, and they just
Oh shit.
they've got this
That's awesome.
parking area, and then they
Mhm.
cart you over on a hay
That's
wagon,
cool.
and
Yeah.
they have security. They have the local police making sure that
Okay.
there's no underage drinking.
Nice.
They've got the whole shebang.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll be there all day, hanging out, doing
That's
bonfires
fantastic.
and stuff.
Very
doing
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then after that,
After that?
it's a mishmash of stuff.
A whole bunch of stuff, yeah. And again, you can find all this on our website, Facebook, Instagram, and I think we have a TikTok now too, right?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know how to use that.
So, how long have you guys been together playing?
You had to ask 5 years.
We
5
started
years.
playing together in 2011.
Okay.
Yes.
And doing mainly traditional stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were like, well, forget that. Let's write our own music.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
we were like, why aren't we a band?
Yeah.
5 years ago, and then, right?
Yeah. 5,
Three?
2, 3.
Sorry, 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Coming up on 3.
Right.
Coming up on 3
Cool.
Yeah.
in September.
3 years ago, we were like, why don't we have a band of our own? And so we kind of just figured out, well, what style would it be? Well, he's all rock and roll, he's all metal, with everything electric, basically.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we wrote down like words of association, came up with iron for him.
Okay.
And then I just do all the wooden instruments, all the acoustics, so we came up
Sweet.
with Ironwood.
Cool.
So
That's
yeah, it's a little
pretty
mishmash
Yeah, yeah,
thing, and then we started writing our own music, and then boom, COVID hit,
yeah.
and it was like
Mhm.
we had a couple first shows.
I was gonna say,
hey,
how many
we're a band,
yeah, how many
and then
shows did you
just
have
kidding.
before pandemic? Like,
We
Like 5.
we had
Okay.
Not
2.
plenty.
No, actually, we had 2 legitimate shows. One was at the Howell Library. Her hometown is in Howell,
right, right.
It's
and
like a huge turnout.
it was
like,
really
that's
cool.
cool.
We were not expecting more than 100
great,
people to show
though.
up, and
Yeah.
we did, because
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
whole family's from there, and we know everybody, so.
This back in the day where
Really cool.
back when we felt comfortable just hugging strangers, be like, "Hey, thanks for coming to our show," and like all that stuff.
And like right after that, we were like, shoot, maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that was a really bad idea.
News of
Did you guys-
11
did you
break
guys-
out in
you guys-
Michigan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, we did.
But
We
was it
just-
bad?
No, I recently got like a booster, and so I didn't have hardly any symptoms. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we take it seriously. We really do, and we want to protect people. So usually at shows, like we don't hug people now, or we do the elbow thing because we're like the
Makes
most
sense.
dangerous people you could encounter at shows because everyone's hugging us.
Right,
We're
right.
hitting-
So then you're like,
You know, even if you don't want to catch a cold, like so just stay with
Yeah.
us because we're danger.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
did you guys find it hard to get since pandemic open? Has it been hard to find shows, or are you surprised at how much are popping
Well,
up? Like,
I will say
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised
Good.
how. Yeah, I mean, because sometimes when it comes to the music scene in general,
Right.
regardless of the genre of
Mhm.
music and like whatever circuit that is,
Mhm.
when it came to the Celtic circuit, which is admittedly where we started and where we're like most known in,
Yeah.
was a great deal of thanks to a band family of ours by the name of Black Murray Band. They're another traditional Irish group. They also do like some sea shanty kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
They have a lot of garb. They're really good.
yeah.
And they invited us to open for them at a show, which
Nice.
then gave us the opportunity to play at that festival we talked
Oh,
about,
okay.
Motor City.
Yeah, I
and
guess
from there,
like a lot of festival
Things,
heads were there at
things
that
just okay.
audition
Yeah.
show, kind of. So
Nice.
yeah.
it's really cool.
And we know some people just from going to festivals.
Yeah.
knowing other musicians,
Networking.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was a lot easier than I think most bands starting out would have it.
Yeah.
And then we just got word we're gonna do Michigan Renaissance Fair again, which is
cool.
really adorable.
Because I was watching
really
your
work with that
videos.
crowd. I
Did you watch some of those? I watched your videos
They're
like
so cute.
on YouTube. You guys have it of what is it at the Renaissance Festival and like the
Just out in
person's
the-
like with what is it juggling the
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 Phoenix
Phoenix
sticks.
sticks.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Phoenix
Yeah,
sticks.
I'm playing the White
like
Gypsy.
you guys
which
are
is on
singing
here.
and this lady's like doop, 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 like right
She
in
was
front.
like-
I'm like, oh hey,
She
but it
was
was
back
pretty cool.
bending and
Yeah.
doing splits, and
she was
it
phenomenal.
worked so well with their
Right.
song. I love that. I want
So
them to
she-
do that again this
I
year.
think I don't know if she knew the song or just got a good feel of like the tempo and vibe, but she just came in, she's like, do you mind if I dance? And we're like, sure, and I'm playing
Yeah,
guitar,
go
like,
ahead.
why not, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah,
And next thing you know,
please.
she's doing all these twirls and flips, and it was like synchronized with every beat of our
Oh,
that
nice.
song, and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, alright. It's really
Cool,
cool.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
come back tomorrow, please. Like,
Yeah.
people love it when you do that.
Yeah,
That's
a
what
lot
a lot of
people.
shows do. They either have like a kind of a side act or a background video playing, like stuff like
It
that.
draws in
So-
the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
right.
like-
It's
it's
just,
like Flavor
It's just
Flav.
another entertaining piece of the show that
Yeah.
we complement each other.
I
Right.
wish at some of the Irish festivals we could have some of the dancers come up more.
Oh, okay.
Because they're always
Oh,
really
yeah,
kind
right,
and like,
right.
which song can we dance to? We want to be respectful of your band. And I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh, you could oh, no, that has like 5 time changes. Well, what about this one? Oh, no, that one goes into a completely other. No, wait, what about this one? Okay, I guess we have like one song for you that
Yeah.
you can dance to. Because that's the progressive side of us. Like, we can't
Yeah.
just stick to one time
Right,
signature. And
Yeah.
if they love the 4/4, and we're like,
Yeah, it's like
so we don't
yeah.
want to do that. What's the weirdest one that we
Oh
have?
my
I think
gosh.
Crawling Down the Street on here.
Actually, I would
think
say
it's
Bowen
kinda-
set is
Bowen
probably
Set,
the weirdest.
number one on the album
okay.
has
Yeah.
a couple different things going on.
When I wrote the majority of the meters of that song, and for those who don't know, it's basically like just how you kind of tap out to the beat of the song.
Right.
For those who aren't musically inclined, I know you are. But it's one of those songs where when I was writing out the melody, I was just kind of like, well, how can I make this like just crazy,
Mhm.
and not make sense to the average person? So it goes from 12/8 time signature to 6/8 to 5/8 to 7/8, and then back to 6/8, and then it ends at 4/4. And to everyone at home scratching their heads, it's
Like,
just
what
really
the-
confusing.
I don't know.
But
Like,
you know what?
yeah, but like,
it's nice.
but it
Right.
sounds
nice,
good.
though.
Buy the album.
Yeah.
It's
But it
great.
sounds good.
Sounds
it sounds
good.
Yeah.
It's really crazy and it
Yeah.
sucks and we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just don't
Yeah, exactly.
veer away from it.
Yeah.
Run,
Yeah.
run to the hills.
Run to
Yeah.
the
I can't do it, Captain.
Yeah,
I can't do
exactly.
it. I can't do it.
The machine might blow, I will say it's fun when you get to write from a musician standpoint when you get to
Yeah.
write something complex that you find interesting.
Yeah.
But if you can make it interesting for the crowd as well, that is ultimately
definitely.
the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah,
plus.
man. We just wanted to write what we wanted to write. We were kind of sick
Yeah.
of playing what we've heard a million times over.
Yeah.
Right.
And we do a lot of the same festivals, and we love hearing them, but it started to get old playing it.
Well, that's
Right.
probably
So-
why you're getting booked, right?
I
No,
hope so.
seriously though, it's
I
like
do hope so.
well, we had another musician on, and like when we listen to your stuff, it's like, oh, this is really unique and original.
It really
And like when
is,
we
yeah.
when I heard you guys, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is good, And when you're doing your original stuff, like you guys are composing it and everything, it's like, I think like you, like as far as like for me, when I hear that, it's like I think like that radiates, towards your audience. and,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
Yeah.
When
When you're being
I hope
genuine
so.
to yourself
Yeah.
and the way you're writing,
yeah, you're gonna.
that comes across
Yeah.
to the audience.
It is.
Yeah.
You
Right.
wouldn't think if you were trying
It draws
to
us
not be
in. and
organic.
we don't know why it draws
But
you in,
people
but
can
like I
tell,
would imagine
right?
it's probably
When it comes
You know.
I think so.
music,
Yeah.
people can
because
tell.
you're
when
gonna.
being
I would
authentic.
imagine you're
Yeah.
gonna play like 10 times like more of like your heart into
Right.
it than just. Like,
That's just
something.
like our podcast. Like Jay and I are literally like this
Yeah.
all the time.
That's
Like,
great.
so if like we almost made a deal when we do this podcast, we're like, dude, we have to be ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we tried to be anything different, it just come across really,
Yeah.
really
Dry
bad.
and like
Either dry
scripted
or
and-
bad. Exactly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So and trust me, there's a lot of unscripted shit on our.
There is.
We got 30 some
And
videos.
yeah, we have some, and it's like
There's some like, ooh, should we have said that? We're like, fuck it.
Okay, we did.
Let it go.
too late.
Let it roll.
That's when you just say welcome to the internet.
So speaking
Right.
of that, you want to do Flover's House?
We can do. You guys are so. This is what we're
So
talking
scared.
about.
Oh, yeah.
Our-
no,
our-
it's not.
our
It's actually not.
Okay.
fellow
Yeah, it's
bastards
actually
out
not.
there.
So
we
scared.
do. like our version of David Letterman. This
Top
isn't
10.
as
This one isn't as bad.
this one isn't
No,
like this is pretty.
This one isn't dirty.
This is
it's just,
very
it's just
PC.
lighthearted. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Just
like
a
our
fun.
mostly it's like Jesus, like you said that it gets bad. Like so it's Fluffer's Top Spanks, we call it.
Yep.
Like the last one was like the 10 other things Will Smith slapped besides Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh yeah.
So like that was horrendous. Like some of the stuff we said. This
Oh my
isn't gonna be anything like.
This is rated G pretty
But
much.
this,
Okay.
we're like, well, they're Celtic, and we wanted to like stick. we wanted to stick with the Irish and the Scottish, you know,
Okay.
some things to have like to talk
So
about.
we got the top 10 Irish Scottish characters in entertainment.
Oh my god.
If it was like thick Scottish, it'd be like, those are the top 10 of the characters of the Scottish.
After a while, you're
what the
I
hell
think you're
is
having a
this?
stroke.
Oh my gosh, it is so funny. But here, the problem thing is, on a side note, we've been to various places around the world. We've been to India and China,
Right.
and she's been to Ireland. The thing I realized about myself is I'm kind of a chameleon
Okay.
in certain environments, so I will
Yeah.
start to sound
I can
like.
kind of see that.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's
Awesome.
not for lack of like genuinely trying, like, what am I doing? Stop it.
Like-
But I will start talking with that
Nice.
accent that I'm around.
But
and
it's always
Mhm.
terrible.
it's terrible. It is
It's like-
terrible.
I know he's doing it, trying to do
Nice.
an
That's
Indian
fantastic.
accent, but it's sounding like
I'm trying to think.
You're like, honey,
Chinese.
what is it?
Something.
When my wife and I we went to the Philippines, and
Mm.
I don't know what the guy was doing, like,
Nope.
you know, but I was talking, and I'm talking, but I'm talking with my hands, and I'm like, "Ah," and she's like, how are you talking? I'm like, I don't know, I don't, she's like, just.
Do you know what
Walks
you're
away from
doing?
it.
Do you hear it? Do you hear it? That's what I kept saying to
Yeah.
Mark. Like,
Yeah.
do you hear what you're doing?
You're like,
being
I
so
hear-
weird.
Yeah, I sound fantastic.
Yeah.
You're making
Great,
it
the
sound
people
awesome.
love me.
Yeah, it's like, honey, they're not looking at it because they're like smiling. They're looking at it concerned.
They're like, mad
It's
bastard.
like Jay, it's like you wore a hat like that, we'd go to Detroit, and this
Yeah.
is back in the
Oh my
late
God.
2000s. Everybody would look at him and be like, hey, you just got off the boat, I see. It's like, what the hell?
Hey, you Bob. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like he got called a fob I don't know how many times because he wore a hat just like Mark
wow.
here.
That's hilarious.
It was so funny. It was
Yeah.
just like, what? You did kind of look like a newsie.
I did.
But it was so funny. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
son.
Oh, man.
So you want to start us off, Jay?
Yeah, so
Alright,
we have,
yeah,
you can pick whatever one you want.
Check them off as you go.
And just for the record,
random.
just for the record, we're not Puritans. We can take a tough question.
So here, I'll put a square around the ones that we do, because we have another one like at the bottom of it too, so but we're
Okay.
gonna do
The top 10 things that Elon Musk should buy after Twitter.
Yeah. so Fluffer's top 10 Irish Scottish characters in entertainment.
Ooh, characters.
All right.
Which
Number
one?
10?
I don't want to do this one, but no, okay. Fat bastard!
Yeah.
I eat because I'm fat. I'm fat because I'm eat.
I want the
It's-
baby.
It's a vicious cycle.
It kind of looks like a baby.
One of the top
You keep
top
your
characters
money.
in
You give
entertainment.
me that
We
baby.
told, I mean, like, for all you Scottish and Irish folks out there, like, they don't, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
he added
this
Mike
is just
Myers,
humorous,
okay.
right? Yeah.
I know.
If you want my body
And
and
you
you think I'm sexy, you know,
Let's start a band.
right?
Yeah.
I swear, it's like you guys are musicians.
I don't see that one on here. Did you just come up with that?
No, fat bastard.
I don't see it.
He's
Oh, he's not
Yeah.
My
Okay.
chicken scratch,
There we go.
sorry.
Okay. I'll go for the obvious one. Mom, you're a bear.
What's her name? Mira from the
You got it
Brave.
now? You got, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll count that.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Mira.
Yeah.
Merida. I've got the hair, so.
You do. It's pretty cool.
How they CGI'd her hair was
Oh my gosh, they
Flawless.
started
Yeah.
doing hair
it was
so,
so
great.
good,
I'm
right?
so
You know where
impressed.
they got really good at it? Monsters Inc. with Sully's fur.
Yeah,
Think
you
about it,
remember
think
Sully's
about
it.
School?
Watch
It was
it.
like
Go
you
back
saw
and
it
watch.
like.
And what's the first movie where CGI hair started getting
And
really
water.
good?
Water started
Yeah,
getting really
yeah.
good too.
It was Sully in
Aw,
Monsters Inc.
You're
That
right.
makes
Boom.
sense.
Yeah, think about
And
it.
I would say on
And
top
that's a
of
really
that,
old. That's like a 20-minute movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went up another notch with Tangled
Yeah.
because it was.
Yeah,
all-
yeah, yeah.
The
I think
hair.
they took extra time on the hair because it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think on a recent note, we saw it on Disney Plus was the movie Turning Red.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah.
We watched that with our kid. And,
I love that movie, and
Yeah.
you know we
That's
don't
good.
have a kid yet, but like it's like one of those things where I want to show my kid. you
Yeah.
know, like-
Oh, it's a good movie.
That's cool.
All right, so I gotta try to do an impression of let's see.
Oh my gosh.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Mel Gibson. Even
Yeah.
though you hate Jews, you make a great Scotch person.
That's not wrong. I mean,
Hateful scum.
oh my god.
But keep making fucking movies, man. You're really good at it.
I know, right?
Everything.
He's
You
getting
know?
back. You know, he directed Passion of the Christ. Like I didn't know that.
Okay, I
And
didn't
Yeah.
either.
Apocalypto, too.
Yeah.
Apocalypto.
And so there's a lot of movies
Yeah.
he did that was
Wow.
like you wouldn't expect. He's getting back into direct now because there's a new movie that's coming out
Mhm.
soon that really piqued my interest, but I can't remember what the name of it was.
Oh,
I
it's
just-
Jews in the Oven.
Oh my God, Jess.
You've got to.
Bad.
Oh, bad form. Bad form.
Wow,
Oh.
wow,
I forget
Jay.
he's still around. You know?
Dude, that joke went over like a lead fucking balloon.
Oh,
Good lord.
where's my beard?
Here you go.
Oh man.
You're stalling. You gotta do one.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah, which
Alright, top 10 Irish Scottish characters in entertainment. Ooh. I gotta do this one.
Which one?
Captain, I'm good all she's got.
The lithium cushions don't have the power.
I could do it in 20, but for you, I'll do it in 10.
Yep.
Scotty, any
Yo,
more speed,
Scotty.
else we're all dead.
So you've seen the new ones, right? The new movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty good. They're pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
glad they haven't bastardized the
Yeah.
Right.
you know.
I heard they kind of screwed the pooch in the shows, though. I haven't really watched
I haven't watched the
checked
shows.
once, no.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Patrick Stewart, but I will say, what was it, having, what's his name, Simon Pegg be as Scotty?
Yeah.
That was a very good.
I thought
Oh,
it was a
yeah,
good choice.
he's
Oh,
fan-
absolutely.
He's
absolutely.
fantastic.
He's
in
When he's got that little guy, he's like, get down from there.
I'm gonna have to go with we have on here all the characters in Gangs of New York.
Okay.
Seriously, it was like the
Particularly the
Iron
one
Man
guy
was
with the glass on.
what
Yeah.
it was Daniel Day-Lewis's
Daniel
character.
Day-Lewis, yeah, the dude with the butcher
Awesome.
cleaver.
Yes,
Yeah.
so badass. Like I don't know, like we just
Remind me to show you that movie when we
Yeah,
go.
please.
It's gotta
Oh,
be-
it's
He's
fantastic.
my
Well,
movie reference guy.
it's I mean it's loosely based on like
real events.
real
Oh,
events
yeah. Oh,
in
yeah. You don't think stuff like happened like that?
in New
Back
York
then?
in New York
Seriously?
because they had
Sorry,
they had
I read-
people
I read
come
it.
cause they had people coming from when people started migrating to the States, they're coming to New York,
Yeah.
and so you would get it was called like I forget like the Four Corners or I can't remember what it was.
Yes,
yeah.
Four Corners, yeah.
The Four Corners, but in these Four Corners, you would have like different ethnic groups, like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
segregated, and there was like the Dead
They're fighting for
Rabbits,
territory,
and, they're fighting
right.
for territory, and
Ugh.
political
The
power.
Italians did it one generation, the Irish did
Yeah.
it one generation, you know.
And the way they treated it was like almost like traditional warfare
Yeah.
where they met on like a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they all
like-
wore the same shirts to
So-
identify what gang they were in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
So-
Irish and the Italians, they did not like us.
No. So I liked it. I like those characters.
Well, Daniel
Seriously?
Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis,
Yeah, amazing.
fantastic in his
What's your
video.
last name again? Is it Irish? by
More?
chance, or Italian?
More? So
More?
that's
What is
like I don't even know. It's
It
like-
could
You
be.
don't even know.
We'll call you Omar for now.
Oh, more.
Omar.
But then like
Polish.
my grandma's Polish name, like in that stuff, so like maybe Polish in that region. I don't
Okay.
know. If I find my dad, I'll ask him. I don't know where he's at.
That's why we call Rust Belt Bastard Rust Belt Bastard.
Yeah.
Oh.
It works.
It worked out. So many dad jokes.
So great.
Come to find out, your dad is Mel Gibson.
Damn it! Yomi, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm fine with that. Come on. I never got
Where's the layout?
child support. Give it up.
Yeah, my last name's Dorsey. I think we were O'Darcy when we came on
Okay.
the boat, and then they were like, "Well, we hate you," so we changed it. I don't know how sneaky.
They're like,
I like the oh.
I don't
they're
know.
like Irish. You're gonna go build a railroad.
Yeah,
I
seriously.
could have been Anna O'Darcy. I mean, how
Anna
freaking
O'Darcy.
adorable would have been.
You come across with that accent off the boat, I'd be like, I put a ring on it.
Mhm.
Seriously, I'd be
Super
like,
cute, right?
I know, right? Yeah.
But no, Dorsey, like
I'm old Dorsey.
horsey, or yeah, that's what I get. I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that one. That's not human. Let's see. Oh, I'll do the easy peasy. You can't steal my Lucky Charms.
Nice. Yeah.
Great cereal. Hats
Lucky
off
Charms.
to you. Hats off to you, General Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Lucky.
I swear they took the majority of the sugar out of those little marshmallow squares.
There was a
but-
guy that
Yeah,
did a
no,
social
right.
experiment that complained to his university cafeteria. He's like, this, it was as a joke to see if he could actually get the cereal banned. He was like, you're
Oh my
culturally
gosh.
appropriating. It's the guy that does the
Yeah.
Check Veritas stuff.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I didn't know that. This was like 15 years ago.
They like hate
And,
that little
and
creature in
they
Ireland.
got they
Do they?
booted the cereal,
so
and
did you
everybody was
ask
like,
them?
"Dude, you killed the cereal."
Wait,
line."
she's been to Ireland and she's
No.
like, hey, they hit.
You don't talk about
No.
that over there.
No?
I looked
That's
for-
Lucky
like-
Charms, seriously?
No,
Oh, no.
like, listen, wait, I want to
They'll-
hear this.
They'll like, yeah, they'll punch you and throw you out of the bar. They'll
No
be like,
shit.
shut up, shut
So
up
if you
already.
feel like getting feisty,
Yeah.
bring up Lucky. Fuck you.
It's so much worse and annoying than like cowboys over here. Oh, you're
Yeah.
in America. You a cowboy?
You're a
You
cowboy.
wrangled something?
Where's
Like,
Yeah.
Tumbleweed, you
no,
know?
like,
Yeah.
but it's, yeah.
No shit.
They really don't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked for it in the grocery
I mean,
store to be like, here it is,
You
man.
get a punch in the face.
I,
like,
I
didn't see
wonder,
that
like,
coming.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, to people that never, like, been to Ireland and, like, their image was just, like, the Lucky Charm guy. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't look anything like the cereal box. I'm gonna listen.
It's like going to Germany and expecting everyone to be wearing lederhosen.
Yes. It's just
Like-
like that.
It's just like-
like Chubby Cake.
So
Yeah, exactly.
And,
I'm thinking National Lampoon's European
Yeah.
Vacation.
Yeah, but a lot of people do believe in
Well-
it still. They believe in the little people, the wee folk. You know,
So-
you don't mess with them.
No.
You do
Yeah.
not mess with them. They will.
They have a
mess
low
you
center
up.
of gravity. They'll kick your ass.
Well, they
Oh,
can
beyond
like ruin
that.
your life. They're
Yeah.
tricksters. You know, if you piss them off or walk on their hills.
Lucky Charms.
I don't know. if you steal their,
They'll
Yeah,
get
you
pissed.
you're like, Jackie Chan.
That's me, lucky.
You're not gonna get my marshmallows.
I found some in a supermarket. There was like all these other cereals, and they were like half off the shelves and needed to be restocked. And then Lucky Charms was still like fully stocked and not untouched. It was like being
They're
shunned.
beating like the Winter
They
Island.
were screaming. It was being shunned. So
Oh my gosh.
that's all I know.
This makes it all that better. This makes it so much better.
Your turn, Mark. What's your turn?
So this actually, I have a soft spot for this one.
Okay.
This movie inspired me to actually write a song way before we even met called
Okay.
Celtic Dreams.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was after watching the movie with the characters where they go, In nomine Patri, e Filii Spiritus Sancti.
Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
man.
Oh yeah.
What? How do I not
Nice.
know that?
Yeah.
Have you seen Boondock
So
Saints?
yeah, but
Yeah,
like
there's-
Yeah.
you were,
Oh man.
you wrote
Somewhere-
Celtic Dreams after that?
Yeah, so there's a song, it's actually on YouTube, it's got a surprising amount of views, but it's called Celtic Dreams.
That was
It's-
humble, honey.
Yeah, I'm surprising.
That was
'cause-
a surprising
Chris Von, that was
amount,
awesome.
amount of
Humble
views.
brag.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know
So
why
great.
they like it. I'm so fabulous.
Nah. But I had a lot of fun writing that after I saw that movie, and I don't
Oh,
know why,
yeah,
but
man.
that movie's just so badass.
So fucking awesome.
I haven't seen that
So
in so
good.
long. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it in so long. I gotta
Such a
watch it
great
again,
one.
man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's
So
a fun
good.
movie.
All
What you
right.
got?
This one's one of my favorites because I'm a huge dog fan.
All right.
Jacques from Lady and the Tramp, the Scotch Terrier.
Oh, nice.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Loved that dog. It was awesome. When they did the little search party for Lady, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a movie I
He
haven't
was
seen
the
in a long
He was
time.
the
dog,
neighbor. He was
wasn't
the
he?
neighbor.
Right,
Yeah, he was
right,
the.
right.
He's the gray one
Yeah.
with the straight hair.
Mhm.
And you know what this Irish Scotch Terrier looks
Yeah,
like.
my family had one at some point. They're super cute.
Yeah, really
Oh,
good.
Yeah, my buddy, they had, what, Mark? His family had like 3 or 4 of them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some families they stick with a certain breed. you
Yeah,
know, 'cause
they
they're
did, and it
used
was,
to
they
them.
were actually found, like, the dogs were bred, but it was like the same, yeah.
Wow, that's great. They
That
just
is
kept
cool.
the same breeder.
Mm.
Cool.
Alright. Top 10 Irish or Scottish characters in entertainment. Who shall I pick? I'm gonna have to. It's my favorite of all time. Groundskeeper Willie, grease me up, woman.
The best is
That
he's
was
so skinny with his shirt on. As soon as he rips it off,
It's
he's
like,
ripped.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Flanders.
Yeah.
Cartoon logic. Love it.
Really
So-
good.
So
That was actually
interesting.
surprisingly spot on. Yeah.
It's so
And I
weird.
Don't you mean the
I
shiny?
love it.
It's the shitty. Shut up, kid. You want to get shin?
It's the shinning.
It's the shin. The
Holy
best
shit, I
Halloween
had-
episode
Oh
ever.
my god.
I
It's
haven't
so
watched.
good.
I haven't watched them since they've. I mean, they've
What do we
had like.
I haven't watched them in
Oh my gosh, this
years.
is they're in 30 like
Yeah,
high
they
30s now,
came
right?
out
Yeah.
when I was in junior high, and I'm 43.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's going way back.
He wants to cuddle with you.
Oh, this is puppy dog.
I do love this one. Number
Right.
13 is Stoic from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. He's so big and like scary, and then his voice is so cool, and
Yeah.
his son's just this little
Oh yeah.
popsicle.
Yeah,
stick.
that's
Our
Gerard
daughter
Butler.
loved
Gerard
that
Butler
movie.
is the
Oh my
dad.
gosh.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler's the voice.
Yeah.
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 I've always,
It's
I,
like, you gotta kill a dragon. It's like, I don't want
You
to.
gotta kill
Yeah.
the dragon, son.
Yeah, I'll leave that
So
to you.
good.
I will
So
say,
That's enough.
the coolest experience with Gerard Butler I've ever had was going to a Michigan State football game, and they have the Spartans. What is your profession?
Oh.
Yeah. Oh they
And they play that in the background until one day I just showed up to a game like, I kind of watch football. Let's see what happens. Gerard Butler walks on the field, and
Oh no
Nice.
shit.
and he goes,
Whoa.
Spartans, what is your profession? And the crowd went freaking nuts.
Was he still
Nice.
like all?
No, he was not.
They're like,
Apparently, Gerard Butler
what
was
do
a
we
band
say?
rapper.
Get it in the dead bod.
No, seriously, he was like
I had to
disheveled.
ask.
He was disheveled like a 5 o'clock shadow. He had
Yeah.
a gut, and he had a not like a comb over, but he clearly had longer hair. That was
Yeah.
just kind of
Don't
like
kill it for your wife. Good God, man.
But Mira loves the
Mira
Spartans.
perked up when
Yeah,
we said that.
she's like, what? Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah, like
That was
yeah.
one of the coolest experiences. And again, I'm not that big of a football person, but like the fact that I saw that, I was like,
Oh, that's.
ah!
You're like, yeah. You're like, ooh, you're like ripping up your shit. Fucking let me go. Fucking somebody. I'll go. Put me in a football uniform.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, fired
Now
up
I'm putting
for
on
Put
the
me in
war
a kilt.
paint.
I'll kill something.
Yeah, it's like now I'm putting on the war paint, like Wallace is going like, ah! Yeah.
If
That's
they
awesome.
played in kilts, I might actually watch the game.
Yeah. Exactly.
But
Oh, man.
you see all their arses.
Oh my gosh.
I love that. That's like my favorite way to say ass. Arses.
Arse.
Look at my arse. You're like.
You
so
can't say
great.
it though without being like
No,
so
you got
emphatically happy.
yeah.
I know,
It's so
right?
great.
Exactly.
It's so fantastic.
And you have to say it a certain way, like your mouth does it perfectly for a lot of people to go arse.
Arses.
Yeah.
You gotta make your face as ugly as possible. Arse.
Arse.
You kick your arse.
Oh, my cheeks.
I'll kick your ass.
So I have to go with the easiest one because some of these references I'm not nearly
All right,
good at.
yeah.
But I will go with, what are you doing in my swamp? In the morning, I'm making puffs.
Totally donkey.
Oh, this one's a pretty good one. Alright. So he
I'm like,
died.
I'm definitely not in a band. It's like Steve
You have
Martin
no
in the drip,
rhythm.
like.
It's like that Perfect Strangers episode where he tries to snap Belky out of the trance, and then he's like, and then he's like, you got no rhythm.
Poor thing.
I can't believe you mentioned Donkey Bartaka movie.
Belky for
Have you ever seen that Perfect
Perfect
Strangers?
I know, I heard of it though.
Yeah, it's
So
fantastic.
But you actually just remind me of something that happened in high school. So I was in
Two nerds end up with
Yeah.
really hot chicks.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Best show
That's
ever.
all
Yeah.
you needed to know.
Me
Yeah.
gave me the hope that I have today.
So you guys did just remind me of a funny story from back in high school. So I was in the jazz band, and my buddy who was new to percussion, he had to read sight music on the fly while recording, which is not
Oh, wow.
easy to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, if you mess up, it's there forever.
Right.
And we had this guy. He was like, "All right, guys, quiet on the set. 3, 2, 1, play the song." And he messed up just in the exact same way, where he was like, and it was completely off. right at the end of the song.
That'd be so
It was
terrible.
right at the end of the song. It goes da da da, but I'm done. Like that. And it was pure silence because you had to let the track just go on a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you cut it off. But right after he hits it wrong, goes, damn it! Leave it in, that's good! It was perfectly in the song.
No,
That's awesome.
fucking
Awesome.
great.
We've got a lot of that.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
one thing to do.
One thing.
Never even, you know, I'd be like, fuck
Alright,
it
if this
up.
guy loves to dive into a pile of gold coins, Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah! Right on, man.
His launch pad screws something up and
I
then
know,
lets his-
right?
his cousin
Man.
steals all the coins.
Oh my
Oh, remember the Beagle Boys?
Oh god,
Beagle
the Beagle Boys.
That
They,
goes
they,
beyond
were,
me. Which one was
they were
that?
like the people that were always
They were the
trying
ones
to
that were always
break in
breaking out of jail. They were the
and like
weasels.
trying to break into
Oh, yeah.
break
Okay.
into his
his
His vault, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then what was his evil cousin that was always trying to steal that was almost as rich as him?
Oh, I don't know. Did he have a superhero persona too? Or was that a
Well,
different duck?
That was a different duck.
That's a different duck.
That
Okay.
was Dark. Well, no, not Darkwing Duck. That was Blather and Blatherskite was the code word that put on the suit for him.
There
He
was
was a unicycle.
that was RoboDuck, right?
Roboduck.
Roboduck,
That's right.
yeah,
That's what it
Roboduck.
was. Yeah.
Oh, you've
yeah.
lost me.
Do you ever watch DuckTales?
Oh no.
Oh man.
We had like 3 channels.
Yeah.
DuckTales. Woo!
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, totally.
She was a PBS kid growing up. That was Nickelodeon
Oh,
and all
okay.
that.
I got to see Celtic women on PBS.
my
that made me
favorite,
want to
my
play
favorite
them,
show
but-
growing up was Fraggle Rock when it was like.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I know about
You
that.
guys should watch it. 'cause
Yeah.
They're like Muppets, and they're like these little people that live
Yeah.
underneath this garden.
Yep.
And it's like they move their heads and they have these like poofy ears, and they it's you just gotta watch it because
Well,
it's like
it's-
Oh,
down
man.
the Fraggle Walk.
Yeah.
boom,
It's
down
the most
the
cracked
Fraggle
out
Walk.
thing ever, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
adorable
absolutely.
too. So
it was
yeah,
like-
it was so
you're
cool.
amused, you know.
That stuff freaks me out.
It was
Little
like
Sesame
if-
Street
it was like
monkeys.
I love
I
Muppets.
didn't
It
trust
was
them.
it was like if you found all the homeless people in the
Furry
subway in New
hands.
York and put them
Yeah.
on a TV show and animated them. No?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but you're not far off. I mean, I did watch one show.
I imagine they would
yeah.
smell so terrible. They just look like
for
right?
sure.
You're like, man.
That's like the Grouch if you had a family. Like,
Oh my
that's
God,
pretty much
yeah.
all the cast, you know?
I gotta redeem something I just said. I
Can you
don't.
imagine the sex
I
smell
appreciate
from Oscar the
Muppets a little
Grouch?
bit.
Yeah.
The Muppets are good.
The
Okay.
Dark Crystal.
Dark
Oh,
Oh,
bringing up that.
Lambert
So-
is another one.
The
No.
Skeksis, like,
Yeah.
He does
yeah,
it.
yeah.
He would do that a ton in
Oh, yeah.
studio.
Oh my
He
gosh.
messes with Eric, our sound guy, so much. When doing this skit. And Eric's like, what are you doing?
Oh, you know, yeah.
And
I
we're
had-
like, it's, the Skeksis from Dark
The
Crystal. He's just
Skeksis, yeah.
like, what are you talking
Such a
about?
great
We're
movie.
doing vocal backing tracks where it's like cheers like crowd from like in a
Mhm.
bar, you know, getting
Yeah.
ambiance. I get up to the microphone and I'll just start, making goofy sounds like or and you would have it all recorded.
Yeah.
And the funniest one.
You need that. Just bring Jay and I.
Oh my God.
Next album. Oh, yeah, we're
Oh
probably
my
we may
god,
need
it'd
some
be
voicing.
awesome.
Yeah.
A music comic. You'll do
We're gonna
around.
be doing that all the way up.
So great. I haven't done that in such a long
Oh
time.
my gosh.
So
Oh,
proud,
man.
so proud.
I know. But I will say doing the Skeksis voice is probably my favorite too. Just
Oh,
going,
it's hilarious.
And then hearing our guy like crack up on the other side of the class.
He's
Just
a
like,
favorite guy too.
oh, Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, wait. I used
my
to do
gosh.
Cleveland. What is it? Cleveland. Oh.
No.
It's the Cleveland show. That's not bad.
My
I
name
like
is Cleveland Brown.
That's awesome. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
Oh my gosh.
We have one more.
What were we even
All right.
talking about?
The Fluffers top
Yes,
spins.
yes.
We have one more top 10. I have
This one was a
kids.
filler.
I have kids, and I've never even seen this, but it's Nanette the frog from Romeo and Juliet.
No, Julie.
Oh, hell no.
Fucking no, it's like
That's
Grease like we got it. There's
Cut the
gnomes.
film. We're done.
Are gnomes like Scottish or Irish folk, like
No.
from culture?
I think they're like not.
No.
They're just
I think they're very
magical.
much
It's
not.
like
figures
it's
that
something that
steal your
America
socks.
bastardized,
Yeah.
and like it's like oh yeah, it's Scottish. It's
I don't know. I think it must be something like I'll research
They're
it.
just magical little people that steal your socks.
Something kind of like a fairy, kind of like a leprechaun.
So then it might be.
Yeah,
right?
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, the only reference for gnomes that I know of was from South Park, and they would steal
Yeah.
underwear. Like, that's literally all they would
Yeah.
do.
That
So
works.
maybe it's like the Scottish version of a leprechaun.
Maybe. Yeah.
We have
right?
no idea.
For your lawn.
It's like their shitty version. What do you got the gnome? Like, really?
Nice.
It's like, we got a guy with a fucking pot of gold. Eat that shit.
Little bastard.
Nice.
We should have put the leprechaun. Remember
The leprechaun.
The leprechaun.
The dude from Willard. What was his name?
No, not the leprechaun.
The
The movie
leprechaun.
I know he did.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Leprechaun in the Hood?
Yeah, I'm like, the leprechaun in the hood out to do no good.
I want that motherfucker's cold.
Was that the one where he used the
Lucky
pogo
Charms.
stick to jump all the dudes to death? Or was that the first one?
I think that was the first
That
one.
was the first
Yeah.
one.
Oh,
That had Jennifer
dude.
Aniston.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
people.
Yeah,
Jennifer
you're right, it
Aniston's
did.
in
You
it.
never saw that, I don't
She
think.
was
but you-
young.
Oh, put it on the list.
This is long before Friends
Gotcha.
and every other movie that we
Yeah, it was like one of
Oh my
her
God.
first.
And that one actually
One
was
of her
pretty
first
good,
ones.
if I
It was
remember.
hilarious.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It freaked me out, you know, like.
Yeah, man, I was young. I'm like, I mean,
Yeah, I
Lucky
know.
Charms. And
Jennifer Aniston hot, short guy in a leprechaun outfit, dude, you can't go wrong.
Irish people are like, listen, we need to get these Americans fucking back for creating Lucky
It was
Charms.
traumatizing for
They're
life.
they're like, Generation X are gonna fucking fear them.
I mean, between that and like It, you know, you ever seen that movie?
Oh,
That
yeah,
has a clown?
yeah.
Like
So
all
great.
that. Like those, both of those things freaked me the hell out.
I
I
love
didn't like clowns,
yours,
man.
Yeah.
You
Does
like
anyone
I
really
hate
do?
clowns.
Does anyone really like them? I
Yeah,
don't think
really.
it's a thing.
There's one
It's like
clown that I
brilliant.
used to love, John Wayne Gacy.
Oh god. Five bodies in the crawl space in the house. Nice, Jay, nice. Nice.
Yeah, he's selling
No,
Lucky Charms now.
no. Yeah, he's like, put him on the Lucky Charms.
I
You
do
guys
love
want to see
Tim
my
Curry.
crawl space?
Oh my god.
Oh, this is horrible.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You didn't know how the podcast ends?
We went dark.
It went dark and quick.
I do love Tim Curry though.
Wow, that
Oh my
escalated
God.
quickly.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm always hot, and all the cold bodies in the crawl spaces cool me down.
Yeah.
Sad.
Is this insulation or cotton candy?
Tastes pretty good. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit.
Now you're going into Ralph.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me.
Oh god.
So like,
Yeah.
I think my wife is Mira's like so sick of me doing the Ralph voice because it's
Oh.
been like for I think about 2 weeks straight now, hon.
Like, no comment.
2
so
weeks straight, oh my
Our,
god.
our
No
youngest,
comments.
we went to Five Guys,
Oh yeah.
and she's like, she asked me if I could do Ralph's voice while ordering our food. So I did it. The person's like,
Oh,
Well,
Beautiful.
Did they get it or no?
oh yeah,
Okay,
she was
good.
laughing.
It's worse when they don't get it. My dad does that.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like,
Just saying. No.
hey, it won't stop me. I'll keep doing it.
We've done weirder shit in public.
Yes.
Don't doubt that
I'll be
whatsoever.
like, this is nothing.
I think my dad, he did something goofy like that too.
I threw my shame into the garbage can a long time. It's like there's none.
Nice.
Yeah. I had my dad went on a cruise once, and like the guy who was supposed to be the band entertainment for the cruise, he dropped out or something happened. So they would have people just come up and do karaoke.
Yeah.
He gets up on the microphone, he's like, "I'm gonna be singing Elton John's Tiny Dancer, but as 4 major U.S. presidents." And people were like, and he's like, "What? What's going on?"
Nice.
And people were like, "What's gonna happen?" And then he's like, "Well, hold me close, Tiny Dancer." Something just like Ronald Reagan. And then you do Bill Clinton, and then, you know, everyone.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Did people love it?
Oh, people loved it.
Oh,
They,
like, this
that's
is fantastic.
they wanted to hire him full time just to do random
Oh,
ass
shit.
impersonations
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. And he's like,
As soon as the band does an intermission, okay, sure, you're up.
Yeah, yeah.
Impersonation.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
See, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
do impersonations. It can take you far sometimes.
It
could, yeah.
I don't know.
Seriously,
I
yeah.
told my kids at Mira, I'm like, hey, have you ever heard of what is it that we get, hon? Healthy Fresh?
Eat fresh.
Hello Fresh. Hello
yeah.
Fresh. Yeah, we get that, and then like, I was cooking. I'm like, honey, we should just start like, can you guys videotape me and I'll talk like Ralph, like cooking and like
Like a little healthy cooking show.
So like, I was like, I was like, hey, it's me, Ralph. I'm all grown up. I was like, life is good. I got a house. I was like, I have kids. The only thing that didn't happen is I didn't marry Lisa, so I got a mail order bride from the Philippines. And Mira's like, what'd you say? I'm like, nothing.
Sorry,
nothing. We're just go back to cooking.
As far as I remember, I paid and processed my own American.
It was just a good
You
comedic.
didn't even drive with me to go. That was your aunt that took me to Detroit. Yeah, you did.
I had to work.
The truth.
I had to work.
The
Oh,
truth.
wow. The truth comes out. Yeah.
Listen.
It's more
Doghouse.
funny.
It was just for comedy.
It was just for
I
fun.
guess your aunt loves me more than you
Nice.
You're in trouble.
I know.
It's
It's all right.
Oh, just look at the T-shirt.
Just
False.
look at false.
Certified false.
Bears, eats, Battlestar
Doesn't look
Galactica.
like that.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Shit.
gosh.
It's good times.
Oh.
So
Guys, but seriously, my cheeks are killing me right now. If I laugh too much, it hurts.
that's like a flopper top springs. They do get worse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Those are
God.
pretty.
Much worse.
Yeah. You want to do a worse one?
They probably do that.
Mark's so curious. I have no
Now I'm
idea.
curious. I'm
Hold on.
Oh my God! Are you
One-
gonna pull
one
one out?
more.
Are you gonna pull
One more.
Just
Yeah,
one.
And then
Yeah,
we'll
just
like
one more
we'll
fun?
wrap it up. Like
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Oh,
We'll do one more.
Got like plug yourselves real quick more. And yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Plug yourselves. Why?
you plug us. I can't think of anything else. I got.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna be around. Come see some of our shows. We're
Ironwood.
Ironwood,
No,
that's
we're
the
gonna do
band.
Renaissance Fair. We're gonna do Motor City Irish Fest, Celine Celtic Fest this summer. So we've got a lot going on. Go to ironwoodband.com, and then I think next year we'll probably have another CD. We've got all the Irish themed stuff out of our system, and we're gonna be wanting to focus on the folk side of the band. So that's what's coming up next. And yeah, we're gonna keep writing and playing and having fun.
And thanks for tuning in and having fun with us here today.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check them
Alright.
out.
You guys being
Now
here?
I'm scared.
All right.
I'm scared.
We're going a little bit darker
Uh
for
oh.
Like we
Which
have
one did you
already.
pick? Because we got like 8 on the dock. Right?
I know. I'm trying to.
Oh boy.
Oh, he's contemplating. This is gonna be bad.
Hard.
That's
It's, that's what she said.
Ah!
Office.
Boom, boom.
We'll do this one. This is not too dark, but it's like a fun one.
Okay.
All right. It's
All right, what
it's
is
top 10 places your socks go after being put in the dryer. Cause like we don't fucking know. I know. I have like.
Mira's
Mira's
like,
looking
what
at-
are you doing?
So like we gotta use our imaginations, right? When we came up with these, we came up with 12 of them, and like.
I just remember some of
But like seriously though, like I'm sure this happened to you, right? You?
We'll find out.
You ever miss a sock? You ever had a sock go missing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Underwear? No.
No,
Underwear.
no to underwear. We obtain orphan socks. I think we're the place that they go to because we'll
Well done.
obtain orphan socks and panties. Like,
Oh, yeah.
frequently. I'm always like, oh,
You
these
said
are nice.
orphan socks?
Orphan socks and panties.
Exactly. When you live in an apartment
There's
complex,
orphan
yeah.
socks and then there's orphan socks.
I think
Listen,
I wrote
if like they're ever on America's Most Wanted for like missing orphans, we're not involved. We're not like
He's the getaway driver.
we won't tell you where they are though.
Next stop, we're gonna be on the highway in a Bronco.
O.J. Simpson White.
You gotta do it reverse though. Be a black Jeep with a white person in it, right?
More or less.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny. So,
I'm scared.
I'm giving it off to you. So you can
What the hell?
pick
What the
the
hell?
first one. All right, Fluffer's top space,
Ooh,
top
that
10.
one's a good one.
Fluffer's.
Oh, and you didn't want to go first.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I can't do that one. I have to leave that one for Mark. He'll be really.
Okay. So top 10 places your socks will go.
I'll do number 5. A bum's condom.
That's solid. That's solid.
It's like
Not
fuck.
really. There's a bunch of holes in there and stuff. So.
Yeah.
It's like no wonder why I keep getting the hookers pregnant.
It's pilled for your pleasure. I don't know. I'm imagining, what does a sock do? It pills. Oh no.
I got all these in my
Oh my
vagina. Just kicking them out.
He totally feels like a raw dogging.
Oh, I just broke you.
You're
I'm
like
sorry.
picking like socks.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick one that really speaks to my nerdier self, so I'm gonna
You're
go
welcome.
with number 9. Thanos snapped them out of existence.
Boom. Right.
Nice.
Just right when you think that the light goes out.
Oh no
Snap the light out.
shit. Nice.
Do it again.
Right.
Clap on. Clap on. Clap on. Clapper.
The clapper.
It's 50%, right? Half of everything, right?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
There goes the fucking
Oh,
socks.
man.
Socks go like one of the socks goes.
Half of my hair goes.
Half of your testicle. What the piss in a testicle?
And I only got the one.
I only got the one. I got one testicle now.
Sad day.
Oh boy, I think this one's a pretty good one. So, all right, top 10 places your socks go after being put in the dryer. And dryer lint. Their cremated remains of missing socks.
Very well done.
Oh man, it's like the Viking funeral for socks.
Nice.
Slow death.
That's been like the undertone theme of this whole podcast,
Right?
is Viking funerals.
I don't know. Works. Did you know that they what is it? They is it Maryland? It's somewhere on the East Coast, and then also I think in Minnesota, where they actually have Viking funerals. Now.
Really?
Yeah, it might be Maryland. I might
Well,
be
we're
wrong.
going next week.
Somewhere-
Why you just wouldn't
Check
have
out-
like your
Yeah.
We'll
find
check
that-
on the East Coast.
That sounds awesome.
It's
Find the
somewhere on the
closest
East Coast.
lake,
I'm
set
like,
you out.
fucking sweet.
You know?
How is that
Sign me up.
legal and stuff?
Seriously.
I mean, we cremate people. I mean,
They did.
Yeah.
Yes, they made it
Yeah.
legal.
They did. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
how
fucking
about that?
awesome. It's like tune, no.
Just don't do it in your neighbor's pool or something
I
like
know,
that.
I mean, if it like accidentally blew into near someone's yacht, and
That's how the
it's
French
like,
try to do a Viking
that would
funeral.
suck.
Just put them in the pool and light them on fire.
I would love that.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, here we go. Back to top 10 places your socks go after being put in the dryer. I would do this too. Walking off the fucking job. It's like, right? He's like, get done in laundry basket. He's like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna die. Socks just walking off. Fuck this. Smart.
Honestly.
Other one,
Dude,
dude.
3rd degree burns, dude.
Imagine
You don't want
like
that
he's
shit.
trying, come on, fucker, come on, you're my twin.
You gotta go in the oven with me.
It's like the Grinch's socks, how they slink away from him. They're just like, we're done. No, that's
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay, number 7 and number 10 are kind of the same thing, you guys. Come on. Alright. Number 7. The dryer eats them. It's the same,
Yeah, man.
same thing. But
Yeah.
These gyres aren't
But it-
hungry.
it gets hungry. Munch, munch.
Right?
Munch, munch.
Munch,
Nice.
Crunchy munch.
munch.
Reminds me of the chair from Pee Wee's Herman's.
I know. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Jerry.
You said the secret
Put
word.
yourself on that chair. That's true.
No, that should have been on the
Pee-wee
list.
Hermans, or is it
I know,
Pee-wee's
right?
Hermans?
Oh
Pee Wee
yeah.
Herman's, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I might say like, where did the sock go?
Well, I was
And
thinking
landed
Pee
on
Wee's
Pee-wee
Playhouse
Herman's.
and Pee Wee Herman's.
Oh, okay. I'm like, which one is it? I don't know either. Cute.
That would have been a good answer.
It would have been a good one. That would have been a good one.
No, if you want to end your career, go jerk off in a freaking
Well, that-
front grab.
that's what-
That's why we
That's where
should
the
have just
sock
used
would've
that
been.
one.
I know, right?
There's just a plethora of socks stuck onto like the theater floor.
Oh my god.
Oh, your feet.
It's
Oh.
like,
They already do. Maybe we're missing something.
That's just
It's like Showboat in Southgate
oh
or
my
Riverview,
god, holy
like,
shit,
the
remember that
whole
place?
first floor of 4 rows of the theater were
Yeah.
all underwater, and then no matter where you went, you
Oh,
were
it's
stepping
terrible.
on sticky candy.
Your shoe,
It
your
was
foot would
like,
come off
dude,
your shoe.
yeah. If you
It
didn't
was,
lace
it's
your
like-
shoes tight enough, you lost your
What?
shoe in that
What?
place.
was
It
Oh,
just
God.
stuck to the floor. It was
So
so nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, no joke. I played cover gigs where there was exact same ambiance. Where the floor was sticky.
Yeah.
There was no grounded electricity, so every time you stepped up to the microphone, you
Oh.
and of course, by the end of the night, you're going like, "What's that smell? And where's it coming from?"
It's me. We gotta go.
It's Pee Wee Herman and one of the socks from the dryer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Amber Heard used my guitar case. It's a long story.
Nice.
She thought it was a porta john.
All right, I'm gonna go with something a bit nostalgic and something that also creeped me out as a kid,
What's that?
along with leprechauns and
Yeah.
clowns. So I'm gonna go with number 6, lamb chop.
Oh, that
Lamb
sock
chop.
freaked me out. It didn't really have eyes. It was kind of like these little.
Yeah.
You see,
It was
they can be
weird.
creepy.
They can be
Remember, it's
Yeah.
like, this
I don't
is a
trust
song that doesn't end. It just
Yeah.
goes on and on.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, man. But yeah, lamb chop.
I actually had a rash here where they would just like puppets would just end up on your arm. You're like, oh my gosh, and it has its own control over your body part.
So like I was like a priest forever, right? And I do have to say this probably like half of my socks did go because I remember like what can we do if I'll bring my
Aw,
socks in and
cool.
like kids are like like that. And I'm like,
They're all crusty.
No, Timmy, not the hands.
well of course.
Hand lotion on your sock.
Well, if this list wasn't already dark before.
It's dark now.
I'm like, whoa.
We've arrived.
It's like a something about Mary kind of a.
I know, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah. All right, I love this one. So, top 10 places your socks go after being in the dryer. Gonzo's nose. That's nice. You gotta keep it warm, man.
Yeah, man.
Nose warmer.
I was gonna say.
The best is when he dresses up like Evel Knievel and always tries to jump stuff or shoots out of the cannon. Oh god, so good.
There was that one movie they did where it was like Gonzo goes to outer space.
Yeah.
He finds out where he comes from, but like one scientist is just twisting his nose to see what would happen. Like a part of me as a kid wanted to twist his nose. I mean, the thing looked kind of goofy.
Well, that's the point. It's gotta be fun.
I'm gonna go with reincarnation. Comes back as the Tupperware lady. And you fucking lose that all the time.
It doesn't
too,
fit
right?
any of your Tupperwares.
Nope.
Nothing.
So reincarnation.
Nope, gone.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's good.
right there. Yeah. Tupperware is just like a vicious cycle.
It's like
the sock.
it's like hot dog buns
Sock
at
the
8
lid.
and a pack of 10 of hot dogs. You're like, dude, can you just make them the same,
Yeah.
bastards? It's a marketing ploy.
It is.
They
It really
force
is.
you to buy 2 packs
Yeah.
of buns.
Yeah.
I'm going to Canada.
I'm with you, man. I'm with
Yeah.
you. Damn
So
marketing
that's
team.
that's how we know reincarnation is real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Socks and tumbleweeds.
The best.
Go ahead.
The best evil laugh ever.
Go ahead.
And we have aliens.
Hey,
Ah,
okay.
Right?
They don't do just anal probing, guys.
No.
It's
Listen,
all the aliens.
they have to refuel their UFOs,
I was
man.
gonna say.
That's what.
It's like Back to the Future
Well,
technology.
they're-
I know
Yes,
it's like the DeLorean after you got the upgrade from the future,
Yeah.
Mr. Fusion.
I need fuel! Marty!
At least you don't need plutonium from some lesbians.
Come on, Doc.
Oh, well, this one I find very interesting because I've never experienced a sock troll dungeon.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's a thing?
I think
Yeah.
that- yeah.
Yeah, it's when you
It is.
can't find them, and then you find them, and there's a pile of them.
Oh,
Yeah, right in that troll's
Oh,
dungeon.
yeah.
Hey, that's where they've all been.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they sleep on.
I was gonna say, that's when.
Underneath our couch.
Underneath the couch.
Maybe. Could be.
Curious.
Maybe they use the
Curious
sock
little
instead of
placement
humans use ball gags. They use socks.
Hey, shut up a
Nothing says S&M like some fungus sock. The trolls are like.
that was Pee Wee Herman.
It was.
All right, last one. Top 10 places your socks go after you put in the dryer.
So great.
Sock fairy.
And
It must be the nemesis to the
Not the
trolls.
last one.
Yes.
There's
It's
one
gotta be the
more.
nemesis to the trolls. Is there one more?
I feel like the
Oh, yeah.
garden gnome should be on
Oh yeah,
too.
top one.
My
Yeah.
Oh,
favorite
okay.
one.
All right. Yes, you get it.
All
You get
right.
the last one.
Alright,
All right. Hey, hon, you ready for this one?
I was just gonna say, honestly.
All right. Top 10 places your socks go after being put in the dryer. Last one. On your dick when you're masturbating.
It's all too real, Jay.
Yeah.
Shit, what young kid did it?
Look, whether or not
It was, listen,
yeah.
in adolescence.
Can you imagine a wool sock and then hold it in?
No. Are you kidding me? That's Chafe Central. What did you do? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I will say, Hanes, bring back good memories.
With the really good elastic.
Just expanded. Looked like a sock of quarters
the
wearing
no
it up.
tag socks. That's how they
No
came.
tag socks.
That's how. That's
Mira,
how.
I need you.
That's how they came
I
up.
need backup.
That's how they came up with the no tag socks.
Oh my god.
They came up with them way before us, but then by the time they got to our generation, like, hey, no tag sock, no
Yeah.
chafing.
No, I mean, well, before that, they actually.
Don't ever do ankle socks.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Doesn't quite do the trick.
Like a champagne bottle. Like a car landed on my grandma.
Oh my god!
Oh Lord.
Next thing you know, you're walking around with like, hey, pirate!
Those little nylon footies.
They've gone into like a state of
I
their
know
own.
they really
They've
have.
reached a whole other level.
They went another echelon. Oh my gosh.
Woo. Good times.
Breathe.
Oh,
We're gonna take
oh
an
Jay, we gotta
inhale.
reel it in.
Oh, really?
We're
Reel
gonna
it in.
inhale.
Reel it in.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh.
Oh.
When we go
And now round two.
we have a code.
You did it!
Yeah, you did it. Right on cue.
It comes back. Yeah.
We have like a code safe word for when we go supersonic that we like reel it in.
Really did.
Ooh.
That's a city.
Good times right
Yeah.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Bravo! I mean,
Yeah.
how long does it take to come up with all these
Like 2
songs?
minutes.
2 minutes. We just rattle them off.
It's rapid fire.
It's like the Gong Show. If it gets the gong, it still goes up the list. And then we make it funny. We just
You just gotta make it like speed chess where they hit the clock every time
Right.
they make a move, like sock fairy, sock troll.
on your deck, but don't put your eye out.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
What is it? We did like what is it? At least like 7 of them within like maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah, that's actually
We're pretty
we were
fast.
like,
Oh,
yeah.
this is a good game.
Good time.
Our mind is just a like you've ever seen that one movie?
Our mind is just a riddle masturbated sock. It's like, look, when I need something dirty. It's like, I got this. Hold on.
he's like happy about it.
The sock's like, "Arr." It's fucking like. Oh man.
Oh,
Is that sock wearing a cast?
No, it is the cast.
Round three.
We started.
Right? Round three.
Round
That's
3.
impressive, actually.
It is. It actually is.
We started making our own birthday kits with them.
You need a voice towelette? Here you go.
Here's your first class treatment. Oh, that's ridiculous. Holy
All right.
Woo!
Oh man.
All right.
So we're Rust Belt Bastards.
Wow.
I'm Matt, this is Jay.
Yeah.
Right.
Special guest, Ironwood.
This is Ironwood.
Thank you so
Check,
much
check
for
them
joining
out.
us.
What social media platforms, real quick,
Oh.
are you guys on?
Facebook, Instagram. We have a website, ironwoodband.com.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I think our tag is at band.ironwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's probably easiest just to go to ironwoodband.com.
Yeah. Please
Yeah.
get connected with us. Come to one of our shows.
Yeah,
And-
check them out.
Yeah.
It'll be
You
fun.
bastards.
If you love this CD, you will definitely love us live because we have loads of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we won't be talking about jizz socks, for half an hour.
Like,
For like maybe 2 minutes.
For maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just-
You never know.
Yeah,
Just a couple dead baby jokes, you know. Stuff like that.
Oh, no.
We'll catch y'all next
You
time.
got me, 'cause I'm, you know I'll go.
I know, right?
Bad.
All right, bastards.
All right.
Stay classy.